Hey, welcome to the Backyard Professor Chess videos. Let's do another Bobby Fischer game, shall we? There is a lot of really good stuff coming up. From here on out, Bobby Fischer is just pure gold. He begins playing big name players. This particular gentleman, Frank Anderson, was twice the Canadian champion. And I do believe, hang on, let me get the quick comment on Anderson. This is worth reading, I promise. He also won 2 gold medals at the Chess Olympiads. So this guy almost knows as much as I do. And Fischer plays a good game against him. Yes, I'm being sarcastic, I promise. Fischer is the black in this one. He does play the Sicilian defense. So again, you Sicilian defense players, this game will be of high interest to you simply because we see how Fischer does it. Knight f3, D, not E, D6. From up the center immediately, D4. It hits the center, he takes the pawn, and the knight takes the pawn. Typical Sicilian defense here. And now typical knight f6. All going to according to book, code, and whatever. A6, a great preventative move from getting any Mickey Mouse tic-tacs or tactics or whatever the heck you want to call them going on in here. That's a safety move. F4, immediately pressing the F-pawn. He's going to, it gains him more space. He's striving for queenside stuff. Fischer hits right in the middle. He says, I'm going to push e5 right here, right now. The knight does come back to knight f3, and Fischer comes to queen c7. Bishop to d3 is how his opponent responded. 2-time gold medal winner. Fischer is not intimidated. He starts pushing, gaining more space on his queen side. A3, he's going to keep this in check if at all possible. Knight b to d7. The nice thing about this knight move is he supports the pawn and he supports this square. His opponent castles, and Fischer fianchettos the bishop, long diagonal across the board. King comes to h1, and then Fischer's going to fianchetto his other bishop. 2 fianchetto bishops in one game. Queen e1 and bishop g7. So we've got the crisscross, you know, woohoo, here we go. Let's see what the heck comes of it, if anything. Queen h4. Now, things get interesting. Bobby will castle on the king side. He has the option to go long, but his pawn cover is completely shattered on the queen side, so it makes sense he came on the king side, but it's dangerous. Look how he's going to try to eliminate the central support of Fischer. Open up some files to get to Fischer, and now bishop h6, he's going to begin exchanging the defenders of the king. And this next move is why I was so excited about this game. What does Fischer do that is fundamentally the correct way to stop this attack on his king side? I didn't know this before. This is great to know. This is what the video is for, right here. Knight h5. Interrupt the connection between the pieces. That's a beautiful move. That's the proper way to do it. Not bring your rooks over either direction yet. Don't worry about the rooks. Put that knight right there. And here's the result. Yes, he does exchange the bishops. The bishop will take the bishop. The king takes the bishop. Now, can you see the position is not as strong as it could have been had Fischer tried to get his knights or his rooks up in here? Now, knight does come to g5. I mean, come on, you saw that, right? Watch knight d to f6. What a defense. That's not bad. That's worth viewing several times, just so you know. Those two knights are just granite right now, right? This is a great setup. Knight comes back to h3, and now, once he has secured the kingside, now he gets the rook over here. Very important to see. Rook A to e1. His opponent is also bringing the rook in. And now, queen over to e7. That is the most solid king side fortress that I have ever seen in my life. And what is so remarkable about this is, at this point they agreed to draw. And you're saying, huh? Now, Mueller, in the tournament record book that he put together of Bobby Fischer's game, said, undoubtedly, the later Fischer would have kept playing on. Actually, Mueller says that Fischer is better off in this position than White. But I'm going to leave it right there and let you guys tinker with this. I'm kind of curious in the comments what you would think a good continuation would be after Fischer's move. What's the option here? What would you do? What can you do? What do you do? Truly, it is quite the position, isn't it? You just look that over and let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be real curious. And anyway, there's the quickest Backyard Professor of the Bobby Fischer series I've made so far. There truly are not many more games like this short that end up in draw. Fischer keeps playing on and on and on. Pretty much this is the last quick short game that ends in a draw with a lot of pieces on the board that we're going to see. So there's your Backyard Professor chess video. Another game in the magnificent tournament record of the magnificent Bobby Fischer. What I wanted to show you was the defense of that knight interrupting the communication between the pieces, and this is hitting rocks so the bishop cannot get down into here. He's going to have to, perhaps that could have been the best option that Fischer's opponent had. This is granite here. It's not going to go anywhere. So bring the bishop, well, either, yeah, you can't go to here, so bring it back here and try another route. That would be my personal preference. You guys let me know what you think. Alrighty, thanks for watching the Backyard Professor chess videos. More to come. Be good, have fun, do well, be kind, smile a lot, help out someone in need, and have a great Memorial Day tomorrow. This is still Sunday, the day before Memorial Day. I've managed to kick out 3 videos. I may do 4 today. So, love all you guys. You're awesome. I'm very sincere when I say that. I appreciate all your enthusiasm and support and love. And let's just keep right on trucking into chess, shall we? See you next time, man.